Greetings of the day, sir. This is Abhishek Raj. On the behalf of my whole SPD team, I am going to elaborate about our problem statement for our course Smart Product Design. We are the group of actually 3 members, 2 from the EC department and 1 from mechanical. My 2 teammates are Imran Alam and Sachin Yadav. Actually, in our team, all the 3 members belong from the rural sides of our country, where agriculture is the main occupation. So, we have the experience or know many of the major problems faced by our peasants or farmers. One of the most devastating or dreadful problem is the rampant growth of water hyacinth. Northern states like Bihar and Assam, they are very prone to floods, thus allowing a large amount of water to be stagnant in various places, leading to the growth of water hyacinth. Water hyacinth is an aquatic plant which grow out of their place and interfere with the utilization of natural resources. They are prolific, persistent, resistant, competitive, harmful, and even poisonous in nature, and can grow under adverse climatic conditions. Water hyacinth is one of the most worst aquatic weeds. It infests rivers, dams, lakes, and irrigation channels on every continent. It devastates aquatic environments and costs around billions of dollars every year in control cost and economic losses. Water hyacinth is a floating water plant that can spread by daughter plants or seed. Water hyacinth plants have characteristic swollen stems with air-filled tissue for buoyancy and large attractive mauve-colored flowers. The water hyacinth is able to grow and spread quickly due to its ability to reproduce rapidly through vegetative propagation. Each plant is capable of producing hundreds of daughter plants which can grow into new plants in a matter of only days. The plant also has the ability to grow in a wide range of conditions, making it adaptable to various environments and surroundings. Some of the major problems associated with water hyacinth are: the first one is eutrophication. Eutrophication can be caused by a variety of factors, including agricultural and urban runoff, sewage discharges, and industrial discharges. These sources can introduce excessive amount of nutrients into the water, which can stimulate the growth of water hyacinth and other aquatic plants. As these plants die and decompose, bacteria consume oxygen in the water, leading to oxygen depletion and creating dead zones in the water, causing algae blooms and depletion of oxygen levels in the water, leading to fish kills and other ecological problems. Water quality degradation. This is the second most problem that is associated with the water hyacinth. Water hyacinth can also release large amount of nutrients into the water as it decomposes, thus making the water quality to degrade. The third one is habitat alteration. These water hyacinth can form dense mats on the surface of water bodies which can block sunlight from reaching the water below, reducing the oxygen levels and alter the habitat for other aquatic organisms. The fourth is the economic impacts. Water hyacinth can clog water intake pipes, impede navigation, reduce water quality, and interfere with recreational activities such as swimming, boating, and fishing, resulting in economic losses for local communities. They can cause significant problems for aquatic ecosystem, human health, and local economies, and controlling its spread and managing its impact is an important priority for environmental and public health agencies. The fifth one is clogged waterways. These water hyacinths can clog waterways, making it difficult for boats and other watercraft to navigate, which can impact transportation, commerce, and tourism. Health hazards is also a big issue. Water hyacinth can provide breeding grounds for disease-carrying insects like mosquitoes, which can increase the risk of disease such as malaria and dengue fever. Few other problems are reducing the water quality. Aesthetic issues. Water hyacinth can make urban water bodies look unappealing and unsightly, reducing their recreational value and hurting tourism and local business. Now we are going to look to the different types of water weeds. The first one is duckweed. Duckweed is a type of aquatic plant that floats on the surface of still or slow moving water, such as ponds, lakes, and streams. It is a small flowering plant that is often used in aquariums or as a food source for fish and other aquatic animals. Duckweed is characterized by its small size and oval-shaped leaves, which are often only a few millimeters long. It reproduces quickly and can form dense mats on the water surface, providing shelter for small fish and other aquatic organisms. The second one is milfoil. Milfoil weed is a fast spreading invasive plant that is found in many regions. It is a perennial herb that grows up to 3 feet tall, with feathery fern like leaves and small white or pink flowers that blooms in dense clusters during the summer months. It can cause in aquatic environments and may outcompete native plant species. As a result, it is considered a noxious weed in some areas and efforts are made to control its spread all over the world. Third, we go to Salvinia. It has become an invasive species in many parts of the world. It has small oval shaped leaves that are covered in fine hairs, giving them a velvety texture, and can form dense mats on the surface of still or slow moving bodies of water. These mats can cause problems for aquatic ecosystem by blocking sunlight, reducing oxygen levels, and disrupting food chains. Salvinia weed is spread through human activities such as boating or fishing and can quickly colonize new areas if not controlled. Other weeds are algae and water hyacinths. Water hyacinth, as we seen earlier, is the world's deadliest weed, and algae, which is the main reason for eutrophication. Now we are going to our next slide. The next slide is present technology to remove the aquatic weeds. There are various methods like the weed removal mechanical machines are there. They take out the weed in the large fields. There are chemicals like 2,4-D glycophosphate and fluoridone which helps in controlling the weeds. There are various biological methods also in which people uses fishes like grass crab and insects like weevil which feed on these unwanted needs. But these are earlier methods. Now we want to use more efficient or simple ways for weed control because these methods have various drawbacks like the chemical also harm the crops that we need or the other aquatic organisms. The machine uses a lot of capital and money and etc. So now we are going to see the customer perspective. So who are the customers? The solution of this problem is to remove or decrease the water hyacinth in the water bodies. The major customer are the peasants and the agricultural farmers. Large hectares of farming land are affected by these water hyacinths and they spend large amount of money for removing these unwanted plants. So if we find effective ways to solve this problem, they will be our first prioritized customer. Secondly, fishermen. Fishermen are also affected by this problem. These water hyacinths are reducing the oxygen level in the water bodies, thus reducing the number of aquatic organisms like fishes, prawns and crabs and etc. They also interfere them in capturing these organisms from the water bodies due to visibility reduction in water bodies. They could also be our potential customer. The third one, as we see in urban areas, government or municipalities spend crores of money to clear the sewage blockages in the cities, and in most of the cases, these unwanted weeds play a major role. These sewage water has a large amount of nitrogenous waste, thus increasing the eutrophication, causing more weeds to grow. If we apply some chemicals which decomposes the growth or some mechanical methods make the weeds separate, this will be very functional and could save crores of money of the government. So at last, we are working on this project to find more effective solution of this problem with great dedication and effort. I want to thank you on behalf of my whole team.